Have you ever walked into a room, stopped in the doorway, and suddenly thought, wait, why did I come in here? Maybe you went to the kitchen and stood there staring at the counter. Maybe you opened a closet and completely forgot what you needed. Or perhaps you walked upstairs, only to realize that whatever brought you there had vanished from your mind. If you're over 50, experiences like these can feel unsettling. Many people quietly wonder, is this normal? Am I losing my memory? Could this be the beginning of something serious? Those fears are understandable, but before you panic, it's important to know that forgetting why you entered a room is incredibly common, and in many cases, it has less to do with dementia and more to do with how the brain processes information. As we age, the good news is that understanding why it happens can help you worry less and support your brain better, because sometimes what feels frightening isn't necessarily a sign that something is wrong. The strange doorway effect. Scientists have a name for this phenomenon. They call it the doorway effect. Your brain naturally organizes information according to environments and contexts. When you move from one room to another, your brain treats that transition almost like turning a page in a book. The previous thought gets temporarily interrupted while your mind starts processing the new environment. This happens to people of all ages, but after 50, these interruptions can become more noticeable, not because your brain is failing, but because your brain is working differently. As we age, retrieving information may simply take a little longer. Sometimes the memory is still there, it just doesn't arrive immediately. And often, after a few seconds, or after returning to the previous room, the reason suddenly comes back. That's because the memory wasn't lost. It was merely interrupted. Your brain is managing more than you realize. By the time you reach your 50s, 60s, or beyond, your mind has accumulated decades of experiences, responsibilities, stress, emotions, information. Your brain is constantly sorting through an enormous library of memories. Unlike a younger brain that can switch tasks quickly, the aging brain often prioritizes efficiency. This means it focuses deeply on one thing at a time, but it can become easier to lose track when attention is divided. If you're thinking about paying bills, remembering a doctor's appointment, worrying about your children, and deciding what to cook for dinner all at once, your brain may simply become overloaded. And when attention slips, memory slips too. Not because you're losing your mind, because you're human. Stress can make forgetfulness worse. Many adults over 50 blame aging, but stress often plays a bigger role than they realize. When stress hormones stay elevated for long periods, they affect areas of the brain responsible for memory and concentration. You may notice yourself forgetting names, misplacing your glasses, repeating stories, walking into rooms and forgetting your purpose. Even if nothing serious is happening, chronic stress can make your brain feel scattered. And stress doesn't always feel dramatic. Sometimes it's subtle. Financial worries, loneliness, retirement changes, taking care of aging parents, health concerns, loss and grief. All these hidden burdens consume mental energy. And when the brain is busy surviving, memory often takes a back seat. Poor sleep can leave your brain exhausted. Many people over 50 don't sleep as deeply as they once did. Hormonal changes, frequent bathroom trips, sleep apnea, pain, stress, medication side effects, all can interfere with quality sleep. And sleep isn't just rest. It's when the brain performs important housekeeping. During deep sleep, memories are organized and stored. Waste products are cleared. Brain cells recover. Without enough quality sleep, the brain becomes foggy. Simple tasks suddenly feel harder. Concentration declines, and memory lapses become more frequent. Sometimes improving sleep can dramatically improve mental clarity. Multitasking is not your friend. You may think you're saving time, but multitasking forces your brain to jump rapidly between tasks. Answering a text while cooking, thinking about tomorrow while putting away groceries, watching television while making a shopping list. These constant switches increase the chance that information won't be stored properly. Because memory begins with attention. If your attention is divided, memories become weaker. Many moments we call forgetfulness are actually moments of incomplete attention. You didn't forget. Your brain never fully recorded the information in the first place. Brain fog makes everyday memory feel worse. Brain fog isn't a disease, it's a symptom, and many adults over 50 experience it. Brain fog can make you feel slower, less sharp, more forgetful. You may lose your train of thought, forget simple words, struggle to focus, or feel mentally tired even after sleeping. Brain fog can be influenced by lack of sleep, stress, dehydration, blood sugar swings, medication side effects, vitamin deficiencies, physical inactivity, anxiety, hormonal changes. These issues are surprisingly common, and many are reversible or manageable, which means memory problems aren't always permanent. Dehydration affects the brain more than you think. As we age, our sense of thirst becomes weaker. Many adults over 50 don't drink enough water. Even mild dehydration can affect concentration and memory. The brain is mostly water. When hydration drops, mental performance drops too. You may feel tired, foggy, forgetful, slow to think. Sometimes something as simple as drinking more water consistently can improve mental sharpness. It sounds simple, but simple things often matter the most. Lack of movement slows the mind. Exercise doesn't only strengthen muscle, it supports the brain. Physical activity increases blood flow and oxygen delivery. It stimulates chemicals that help brain cells communicate. It supports memory and mood. Unfortunately, many people become less active after 50. Long hours sitting, retirement routines, joint pain, busy schedules. Over time, reduced activity can contribute to mental sluggishness. The good news? You don't need intense workouts. Walking, gardening, swimming, stretching, even 30 minutes of movement most days can make a difference. Your brain loves movement. Anxiety can mimic memory problems. Anxiety keeps the mind occupied. If your thoughts are constantly racing, memory suffers. Because memory requires focus, and anxious brains struggle to focus. You might forget why you entered a room because part of your attention is somewhere else, thinking about lab results, worrying about finances, wondering about family, replaying conversations, planning tomorrow. Your mind is crowded, and crowded minds naturally forget things. Sometimes reducing anxiety improves memory more than people expect. Most everyday forgetfulness is normal. Occasionally forgetting why you entered a room, misplacing your keys, forgetting someone's name temporarily, needing reminders. These experiences become more common with age, and they are usually not signs of dementia. In fact, many people with normal aging notice these changes. The difference is that with normal aging, memories usually return later. You may say, "Oh, that's right. I remember now." That delayed recall is reassuring because the information was stored. It just took longer to retrieve. When should you talk to a doctor? While occasional forgetfulness is common, some symptoms deserve medical attention. For example, frequently getting lost in familiar places, difficulty following conversations, repeating the same questions over and over, problems managing finances, confusion with daily activities, forgetting close family members, personality changes, increasing difficulty performing routine tasks. These symptoms should not be ignored. Many conditions, including medication side effects, thyroid problems, vitamin deficiencies, sleep disorders, depression, and other health issues can affect memory. The earlier concerns are evaluated, the better. 5 simple ways to support your brain. 1. Slow down. Rushing creates distractions. Pause before moving from one task to another. Give your brain time to focus. 2. Sleep like your brain depends on it. Because it does. Aim for consistent sleep schedules. Reduce screens before bedtime. Talk to your doctor if sleep problems persist. 3. Keep moving. Daily walks support memory. Exercise improves circulation and brain health. Movement is medicine for the mind. 4. Challenge your brain. Read. Learn something new. Do puzzles. Have conversations. Stay curious. The brain thrives on stimulation. 5. Be kind to yourself. Perhaps the most important advice of all. Many adults become frightened after small memory slips. Then anxiety makes forgetfulness worse, and the cycle continues. But forgetting why you walked into a room doesn't mean you're losing yourself. It means you're human. It means your brain is busy. It means your mind deserves care, not fear. Final thoughts. If you found yourself standing in the kitchen wondering, why did I come here? You're far from alone. Millions of adults over 50 experience the same thing. Most of the time, these moments reflect normal changes. Stress, fatigue, or simple distractions, not the loss of who you are. Your brain is still remarkable. It has carried decades of memories, love, challenges, wisdom, and experiences. Sometimes it simply needs more rest, more attention, more movement, and a little more patience. So the next time you walk into a room and forget why you're there, take a breath, smile, walk back to where you came from, and remember this. You are not becoming forgetful because you're broken. Your brain may simply be asking for support, and with the right habits, it can continue serving you well for many years to come.
Before we conclude, a quick reminder. The information shared in this video is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not intended as a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified health provider with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition. Never disregard professional medical advice or delay in seeking it because of something you have heard on this channel. Your health is your most valuable asset. Treat it with the professional care it deserves.